Have you ever pondered the question, if the universe is so vast, what makes up its smallest components? Today, we dive into the intriguing world of atoms, the fundamental building blocks of the universe. Imagine a grain of sand. Tiny, isn't it? Now, consider this. That single grain houses millions upon millions of atoms. Quite staggering, isn't it? These atoms are so small they elude the grasp of our unaided human senses. If we could somehow line up atoms side by side, it would take over 100 million of them to span the width of a single human hair. Atoms are the alphabet of our universe, spelling out everything you see, touch, and even the air you breathe. They are the invisible architects, the silent scribes of existence. Just as countless grains of sand make up a beach, countless atoms make up everything around us. So, what exactly is inside this tiny entity we call an atom? Well, an atom, in essence, is a miniature universe of its own. It's composed of three main components: protons, neutrons, and electrons. Let's imagine an atom as a solar system. At the center, or the sun, of our atomic solar system is the nucleus. The nucleus is home to protons, which carry a positive charge, and neutrons, which are neutral. Together, these form the core of the atom, much like the sun forms the core of our solar system. Now, surrounding this nucleus we have electrons which carry a negative charge. These electrons orbit the nucleus, similar to how planets orbit the sun. This is a simplified view, of course. In reality, electrons don't follow a set path like planets. Instead, they exist within a cloud-like region around the nucleus, where they are most likely to be found. This is known as an electron cloud. The beauty of an atom is in its balance. The number of protons in the nucleus is usually equal to the number of electrons, maintaining an overall neutral charge. However, when this balance is disrupted, we get ions, which are atoms with an overall positive or negative charge. Just as a solar system is a harmonious orchestration of celestial bodies, an atom is a well-organized assembly of subatomic particles. But why should we care about these minuscule atoms, you may wonder? Well, these tiny powerhouses are the building blocks of everything we see, touch, and experience. They're like the unseen architects of our universe. Imagine a vast collection of Lego blocks. Each block is unique, with its own shape, size, and color. Now, picture combining these blocks in endless ways, creating a variety of structures, from the simplest of houses to the most complex of skyscrapers. This is somewhat similar to how atoms work. Just as Lego blocks connect to form different structures, atoms bond together to form molecules. Each molecule, depending on the types and arrangement of its atoms, has a distinct physical and chemical property. This is what creates the endless variety of materials in our world. For instance, when hydrogen atoms combine with oxygen, we get water, the life-sustaining liquid we can't live without. When carbon atoms bond in a specific way, they form diamond, one of the hardest substances known to man. Similarly, when they arrange in a different way, they form graphite, a soft material used in pencils. Isn't it fascinating how the same carbon atoms can create substances as different as diamond and graphite? It's all about how they connect and arrange themselves. In essence, atoms are not just tiny particles floating around. They're more like masterful Lego builders, continuously creating and shaping our world. Atoms are like the ultimate Lego blocks, capable of creating everything in the universe. But how do atoms affect us in our daily life? Well, atoms are everywhere, and they are the building blocks of everything around us. They make up the very air we breathe, the water we drink, and the food we eat. When you take a breath, you're inhaling billions upon billions of atoms of oxygen. When you quench your thirst with a glass of water, you're consuming an astronomical number of hydrogen and oxygen atoms. Atoms are also at the heart of the technology we use daily. Your smartphone, for instance, relies on a complex dance of electrons in silicon atoms. And think about the electricity powering your home. It's all about the movement of electrons from one atom to another. Imagine atoms as ingredients in a recipe. Just as a chef combines different ingredients to create a unique dish, atoms combine in different ways to form the diverse set of substances that make up our world. Like the ingredients in a recipe, atoms mix and match to create the diverse world that we live in today. So, what can we take away from our exploration of the atomic world? Atoms, despite their minuscule size, comparable to a single grain of sand in a vast desert, are the bedrock of everything we see, touch, and feel. Their complex structure with protons, neutrons, and electrons is the blueprint of our universe. From powering our homes to shaping our lives, atoms play a starring role. So next time when you feel small, remember, you are made up of millions of atoms, the building blocks of the universe, making you a part of this vast cosmos.